Hi, I'm Miss Crafts-A-Lot, and this is Get Your Craft On, yo! Today we're going to do a simple project. We're going to make a Venetian mask. So here are some materials that you'll need for this project. A mask, paintbrushes, paints in different colors, glitter glue, oh, how pretty, and perhaps some lace. And don't forget the spray paint. So for this craft, all we need is a plastic mask that you can get at the local craft store, and I spray painted this silver. Kind of pretty. Ooh. So after I spray painted it and let the paint dry, I drew some basic designs on the mask with a pencil. It's going to get covered up with paint anyway, so no worries of how dark your pencil is. If you haven't used your paints in a while, give the bottles a good shake, because the liquidy stuff kind of floats at the top and then it's all runny and stuff, and that'd be gross. Alright, so after you get your design on your mask, then you can start to paint. It's just basic acrylic paint, small paint brushes, or depending on how big your design is, use whatever size paintbrush you need. Now it's just a matter of picking where you want your colors. I'm going to start on the inside of the eye hole. Just because it's a small space. And you can think of it as applying makeup to someone's face, except for the face is lying on a table and you're using paint and not makeup. So this is one of those projects where it takes a lot of time. So obviously take your time, be one with the mask and your paintbrush. You might have to do a couple coats because depending on the kind of acrylic paint that you're using, it might be a little thin, and since you're painting on a spray painted surface, it might look a little diluted. So a couple coats of paint, it should be fine. Forget the lips. This is a lot of work. Okay, so the last part is to put this lace on the mask's forehead. And so I'm going to center it. The bridge of the nose, right in the middle of the forehead. I'm going to start in the center first. That way I know that it's in the right place. Of course, strings, but when that dries or when it cools, it'll pull right off. Now you don't have to run a long bead of hot glue. You just pretty much need to tack it. And because you're using lace, be careful when you go to touch the hot spots, because you can burn yourself. So now that I have the lace and everything down and where I want it to be, the painting is done and it's dry, I'm going to do some final accents with glitter glue. This takes a while for it to dry, so this should be the last thing you use, because then you gotta leave the thing alone. I'm just gonna trace around her lips, make them glittery. Well, I'm thinking, maybe I don't want to just outline her lips. Maybe I want to give her disco lips. Just totally make them sparkly.
fill it in because the glue is clear. So you'll be able to see the color behind it.
So here's an example of a mask that I've done, but added feathers and ribbon to it. So how simple was that? You can use it for decoration, or you can actually wear it to a costume ball. Ooh. Also, check this out. I have a website, like a total website. It shows pictures of the projects I've worked on, has links to the videos that we've done, and I also am going to have a store. What? T-shirts, aprons, grocery bags, you name it. And all from Miss Crafts a Lot. So, as always, with the peanut gallery standing behind the camera, if you liked this video and want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make a comment and give it a thumbs up. Yeah. I do the cha-cha like a sissy girl. I do the cha-cha like a sissy girl. Plane, the plane. Hello? What am I doing?
You're such a dork, I swear.